Free bird! I texted that to my son when I got out of school today, and he was like, what does that even mean? And I gave him turkey emojis with it, you know, because it's Thanksgiving and everything, but he didn't get it. I obviously need to teach him about his southern rock culture. It is 4:20. Do you hear that? That's a donkey. I have a donkey in my neighborhood and a teenager driving a truck. Anyway. That's hilarious. 4:20, and I haven't read a book yet today, but that's okay because I'm home and I'm gonna be home for the next 5 days. No work for 5 days. Yippee! And I wore my cute new sweater today, so it's a happy day. Hey, Tea-Time! Drum roll, 6 o'clock, and it's time to start Pachinko! Finally. I'm so excited about this one. It's gonna be amazing. What are you doing up there, Boo? That's not really a good place for kitties either. You're a silly girl. It's 2 o'clock on, what day is today? Wednesday. See, I always lose track when I'm not, you know, working. So, 2 o'clock on Wednesday, and I've read 1 chapter of this. I decided I wanted to go ahead and get started because it's definitely a tome that I want to finish during Tome Topple, and being a nonfiction and not a narrative nonfiction, I think it'll take, probably the good week and a half that I have left. So, little by little is what I'm planning with this one. But I read the first chapter, and I think it's going to be interesting. The first chapter was actually kind of difficult to get through. I think it would have been better in a flowchart format. Yeah, and I'm really fairly well versed in a variety of religious denominations in the U.S., Christian denominations, and it was still kind of complicated for me because it's not really the first chapter, but the introduction kind of was a real compact timeline of everything they're going to talk about in the book. So, but it definitely talks about how the evangelicals have impacted politics in the last 100 years. It's going to be interesting. And then last night, I did get to start Pachinko, and yes, I love it. I read the first 7 pages, the first chapter, and I was like, how did she get me to care so much about these characters in just 7 little pages? But she did. So I read 115 pages last night, and it's easy reading. I'm just breezing right through it, and I don't know why I haven't read yet today. I just have been cruising BookTube and trying to get my book outlet cart under control for tomorrow morning when the sale starts. Right now it is totally out of control, but I think I'm approaching discipline, so I think I'm about to delete a few things, or several things, quite a few things. I mean, to be quite honest, there are 38 things in my cart right now, and but have faith. I think I'm gonna delete at least half of those. I'm talking myself into it. Stay tuned. Chat with you soon. Not sure if this clip is to prove we actually left the house once today or to admit to a new addiction.
Chugga, chugga, choo choo. Chugga, 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 choo choo.
Hey, it's Thursday at 11. And I'm still in my pajamas because why get dressed until you have to, right? I'm gonna have to make deviled eggs soon though, and we gotta leave the house at 1, so I guess I'm gonna have to get out of my pajamas soon, but I'm gonna film first. So I've been making some reading progress. Hooray! I got the first chapter read in the Evangelicals, and this is a heavy book. And I was right. The first chapter was much easier to read. Totally fine. and very interesting. I had no idea there were state-run churches in the U.S. prior to the Constitution, and even a little after. I had no idea. Yeah, so, and this talks about, I mean, I know there were some roots of, you know, the abolitionist movement and anti-slavery movement in, you know, the churches in the states, and even some feminism, right to vote. They said the right to vote didn't actually originate in the church, but the feminism did. And also even before that, just an egalitarian society, because societies were still built around the English system that they came from, of, you know, colonialism and feudalism before that, and just the elite leading the masses, and religion, this evangelical religion in the U.S. brought individualism, and it's just really interesting so far. Anyway, I also read 188 pages in Pachinko yesterday. I am on right around 300, and so I have 200 pages left, and I really think I'm going to finish this today. And somebody told me that in paperback it's 501 pages, because I had mentioned it was a slight cheat because it's 590 in my version. But if the paperback is 501 pages, I'm feeling pretty good about my cheat now. So yes, gonna finish that. And this is so ironic. You know how I've been reading this guy, or, you know, in spurts. I need to have another spurt soon. Total spoiler in this book, of all things, a total spoiler for Daniel Deronda. I could not believe it. I mean, it was no big deal because this book is so slow that by the time you get to a turning point in the plot, you're just, oh well, so. No big deal, but I just thought it was so funny. And not only that, I think I forgot to mention that this book totally brought up George Eliot as well. Had a big discussion on Middlemarch. The girl was reading through the alphabet, and when she got to university and was mentioning it, her professor told her to skip old Mrs. Oliphant because that wasn't worth her time. And I was like, oh, I just read my first Mrs. Oliphant for Victober and loved it. So anyway, I thought it was funny. So yeah, I'm having a great couple of reading days while I'm on break. And yeah, gonna finish Pachinko today and start something new, and that is always so exciting. So I better get busy. Oh, I gotta film another video. Oh, well, let me get the first O. I gotta film another video because I just realized I deleted my end of the year tag video. Oh. But I got my book outlet ordered, and proud to say I narrowed myself down to 20 books, and then I lost 5 from my cart before checkout, so I was down to 15, and 3 of those are birthday presents for my kids, so 12. That's not too bad. Of course, that's not going to be my only Christmas order, but anyway, it's a lot better than 38. Yeah, okay, I'm going to get busy now. Okay, so the first 300 pages of this book were just so quietly beautiful. And then I settled in last night, and the next 100 pages, just, there were some things that just felt a little gratuitous and disconnected. But I'm reserving judgment on that because I'm hoping that I have about 90 pages left. I'm going to tackle it this morning. And I'm just hoping that the resolution kind of ties up the loose ends and makes it all make sense. So they like morning sunlight. Yeah, so stay tuned because this morning I'm finishing. What you doing, boo? Boo baby, you having good mornings? You having a good mornings? Sweet girl. Hey, it's Friday morning, and another tome. And good news, the last 100 pages returned to the quiet beauty and deep insight, and I absolutely loved this book. One of the things that bothered me totally resolved itself. It really made sense to the storyline. And the other one I'm still thinking about, and I think it makes sense. I'm working on it. But overall, gorgeous book, and a lot of deep thoughts, and just brilliant. So yay! And now part of me wants to grab a new book because that is always so exciting. But part of me wants to be disciplined. I haven't read any of this since the first couple days of Tome Topple, and it's not going to go away if I don't read. Ugh. And it's not horrible. I enjoy it, but it's just so slow. You know what I'm saying? And then this one, I am pretty interested to read. The first chapter really intrigued me. So, but it's not going to be one that I can plow through. So, like, the first 2 tomes that I have toppled were my 2 easiest. So, if I finish 2 in the first week, stands to reason I can finish 2 in the second. But I've got my harder ones left, I think. We'll see. And then I started Lab Girl yesterday. I grabbed this one to take with me to Thanksgiving, and I did read 1 chapter while I was there. I'm going to do a memoir wrap-up for Nonfiction November, so I wanted to get 1 more memoir in before I filmed that video. So, and this one is new, so maybe this one will satisfy my new book craving for the day. So yeah, I think I'm going to try to be disciplined and read these 3 today, and then maybe tonight when I lay down, grab a new one to start with. Yeah, I think that's the plan. And I'm also reading the Jimmy Carter memoir via audiobook, and I may or may not finish that today, but definitely tomorrow. And I've got another exciting audiobook from the library waiting in the wings, so yeah. Anyway, I'm off to get my car tires rotated and balanced, and then we're going to go to Thanksgiving mooching day 2. Yeah, fun times ahead. And so I'm going to end this vlog here because I think toppling a tome is a good spot to end it on and then start a new one. So I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.